Hey guys, it's time for another video. So today we're going to do a video on a UST product, and UST is a company called Ultimate Survivals Technologies, and they've kind of popped up, it seems, at least in my area, in Walmarts and stuff like that, and I'd say they're on par with a lot of their products. Their competitors probably, the Coglins and the Colemans and stuff like that. I'd say they're pretty close to that. So I'm going to do a review on their 5-in-1 survival tool, this guy here. Okay, so we're going to jump into it. I'm going to cover all the stuff that says in the package. I'm going to go over the actual features and functions of each of the things. I'm going to handle it. I'm going to show you guys all that so you can see it. And some of you guys, from time to time are new when you're watching these videos, and that's the reason I have the dollar bill here, is so that you can kind of see perspective-wise how big something is. I can give you numbers and stuff like that, but not everybody's hands are the same size, but the dollar bill is pretty much the same size, unless, of course, you get out into other countries. But, again, it gives you a good frame of reference. So today I'm going to be checking it with these kinds of matches, and I'm going to be using my my pocket knife here. So we're gonna jump right into it. The first key points I have for this item are that the price, let's see here, the price ends up being anywhere, I think I paid $5 for this at my local Walmart. The MSRP on their website says $3. I've seen them all the way up to 15 though. They come with a 2-year limited warranty, although it's kind of a lightweight plastic thing, so I assume that's manufacturer's defects, things like that. I haven't looked into the warranty, but you can go to their website and check that out if you're interested. Yeah, so on Amazon, from the company itself, the UST, the reviews, they had 12 reviews, and they only received 3 stars. And I'm going to kind of cover why I think they only received 3 stars. A lot of it actually looks like people didn't read that it does not come with matches. So as you can see, no matches. I cut the top off so I could play with it and get in there, but I haven't taken anything away from what it comes in the package. So the first thing I notice when I pull this guy out is he's a little bigger than your standard match holder. A little bigger. Obviously this is a 5-in-1 tool, and the 5 pieces are that they claim are on the back of this here, and I'm going to go over those with you. Again, if you want, pause it so you can read that stuff a little slower. Bam. And right here it mentions your warranty, or your size and weight information, 1.2 ounces, that stuff, and then it mentions the warranty. So the things it claims, I'm going to have to go down the list here. The things it claims are that it has signaling mirror cap inside, and that's actually this guy here. See that? So it is pretty fair. Hey, look at that. You can see everything. Wow. It's kind of weird angle. Anyhow, so there's your little mirror. Reflective mirror. I mean, honestly, reflection mirror, maybe, I don't know that that's going to get you noticed in a survival situation. Maybe you're using it for signals, maybe something like that. I don't know. I would imagine it's more useful, cosmetic, or to see maybe you've got a weird spot on your tick somewhere you think, and you want to take a look at it. This might assist you, but again, it's so stinking small. It's probably not going to do you any good. So it comes with an O-ring seal. The seal itself is kind of thin. That would be a concern for me, especially over time, because this would be the kind of product I'd throw in my pack and probably never play with it until I needed it, which could be years down the road. And again, you could say, oh, that's my neglect, or you can say, oh, well, the product should have been made more robust. I'm not knocking it. It clearly seals the water out. I just would prefer a bigger one. So now we're going to talk about the second feature, and that is the compass. This guy right here. Now, at my house, I'll shake it around, it will point north every single time. So I'm going to shake it one more time so you see. Some of the reviews don't like the fact that it looks like an inexpensive compass, but if you think about what a compass is, they're not any crazy technology, they're not crazy fancy. They're supposed to point north, magnetic north. So there you have it, there's that. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I don't have anything bad to say about the signal mirror, for being a small handheld device. Now it has a whistle. This guy here, and I'm going to blow on it only once because it's really loud, but it'll give you the idea. It's a pretty loud whistle actually. So here we go. You ready? Don't plug your ears. And there you have it. Now I'm deaf. Great. So that works, great, wonderful, and I believe that is, let's see, which one is that? That's D, signaling whistle. I've already showed you the waterproof box. That's this guy here. Talked about the seal, where you put the matches. The fire starter flint is on the side here, and this is one thing. I don't have anything bad really to say about this product, but this is one thing that seems to be synonymous with lower expense products. Is they usually make it so that the magnesium, or the ferrocium striker sinks so far and it recedes so far. This one you can see sticks out a little bit, that it's hard to scrape it. It's very difficult to get sparks off of that. And it is glued in. The glue does not look like it's covering the striker rod, which is good. Oftentimes on these little guys you'll see that. So we're going to see if we can produce a spark. And there's a little paint on it, so it may take me a few scrapes. But let's see here. It does make it a little difficult with the way everything is shaped on this. Well, I'm hitting plastic, and I should be using a smaller pocket knife. Well, I feel like I nearly got it there, but as you can see, I'm actually scraping plastic a little bit because it recedes so far down in there. That's something to be aware of. So, and I think a lot of the bad reviews, the reason it only got 3 stars on Amazon, I really do believe they boil down to 2 things. One, the thing doesn't come with matches, but again, that really is the reader's fault. For $3 to $5, you know, I'm not really knocking it. And for that $3 to $5 range, you know, you can go and get yourself matches. It's not crazy expensive, but people miss that when they read it and they knock it down stars, and you know, I don't know what to say about that. So I don't see a problem with that. They are straightforward. They don't hide it when they're selling it, and they don't hide it on the website that it doesn't come with matches. So that's kind of user error. People knock the compass a little bit, and that's it really. Oh, the last thing, and this is the important part here. I did bring these matches. Like I said, these are just your diamond. These are strike-on box, which you do not want to be putting in your survival kit. The reason being is that, you know, you're not going to bring the box with you, and if it's strike-on box, that's kind of pointless. So they say that their matches are too long to fit. And these are just your standard matches here. I've got a pair of Coleman, or a bunch of Colemans and Coghlan's Strike Anywheres, and they fit perfectly fine here. I've got a bunch of Coghlan's and Colemans, and they're even shorter than this, the Strike Anywheres. So either this was an old problem, or the people that are using it have really long matches, I guess. I don't know. So that's not a problem here. Stores a good amount of matches. I'll go ahead and fill it up and show you guys. I'm not going to count them out, but you'll get the idea. And I'm going to put them in both ways, because in theory, since the tip is bigger, in theory, you'll be able to fit more. Hey, look at that. I got 2 different types of matches in here. Oh, actually, here you go. Here you go. That's perfect. So this is your standard diamond strike-on box. Same length as the Strike Anywheres, they really are. This smaller guy, is your Coghlan's strike-on box, or Strike Anywhere, or strike-on box waterproof. You can see the shorter one will definitely fit. That's what I was just talking about. I didn't know they were in this box. Let's see what else we got here. My box kind of fell apart on me over time. So we're cramming more in there. We fit a few more. But it's not a bad product overall. I think it'd make a good gift or a good stocking stuffer, you know, good Boy Scout or Girl Scout item, because it's something they'll have that'll keep their stuff dry, and you know, it's meant to be a match holder first and foremost. The other things I think are just added features, and I wouldn't rely on them, but it's good to have redundancy. So you know, maybe he's got a compass, or she's got a compass, or you've got a compass, and you get them this, and I've jammed them in there. So now we're gonna have a, oh, came right out. That was actually pretty easy. So you get the idea though. Redundancy's nice. You've got these extra features. You've got a whistle. You've got compass, the mirror. You know, to each their own, I guess. I don't know that I'd use it, but there's that. So these are the ones that came out of it. Let's see, man. That's what happens. Look at this. We're running into a real live on-camera issue. It's my own fault again, though. Now, with all that stuff being said, I would. That's the review I've got for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, give them to me. Tell me what you want. Tell me what specific things you want to see. my issues now. I'm going to talk about two issues, or two things I'd change, and one that's kind of a problem. The first thing I would change is you'll notice that the plastic piece holding the cord on here, your little lanyard loop, is pretty thin. And I know if I shove that in my pack or in my pocket a couple of times, I know that would break. I know it, guaranteed. And you've heard me say it probably 100 times before if you watched my other videos, but I would replace this little cord here with some 550. And I have it with me because I wanted to see if it would fit through that little lanyard hole. You may have to tie a knot. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's this little pull-apart guy? Yeah. So it's just a little cheap lanyard loop. Oh, I broke it. Wow. Alright. I bent one of the flanges out, and it's broke. Well, there you go. That's exactly why. I mean, again, survival tool, right? So you got this thin little cheap cord. This is just a piece of 550 cord I have here, just to compare it together. See the thickness and the quality. 550 is not the end all, but it is good stuff. Alright, so let's see here. Uh-oh. Looks like maybe we'll try this end. Yeah, you know, I actually sealed these. Give me one sec here. I sealed those on my own because I don't like to have loose ends on my line. And it looks like they're too big. So let's try this one. This is a piece from unsealed. So the 550 will fit. What I mean by sealed is you know how you get frayed ends after you cut it. I just took a match and melted that. And I'm going to put out a video to show you guys how to do that. Like, there's, you know, obviously it's pretty simple, but I think there are some key points that people need to know when you're doing it to make it better, to make it more effective. So you do get a good handful of matches. There you go, guys. That's all I got for you. There's not really any crazy issues with it. I mentioned the one issue here with the lanyard hole, and I will mention that I think this whistle is probably going to get broken off or broken with extensive use in a pack. If you've got a pack, you may be tossing around and maybe carrying a bunch of heavy stuff, and that's something to be aware of, especially if you rely on it in any way. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe, give me feedback. Tell me if you know of similar products. Actually, this time I've done Coughlin's and Coleman's match holder. It's a little more basic, you know, than this guy because they're just match holders and they keep the water out. So there you go, guys. Enjoy. Take care.